Hello everyone, welcome to Hopok. This is my wife Jamie,
Eh.
and we're reviewing, Beatles Help.
Yeah.
We've just got watching the film and...
I don't know what to make of it.
Yeah, it's... Okay, basic outline. Ringo has been sent a ring from a fan, but the ring happened to be part of a sacrificial cult. As you do. As you do.
Good start for a Beatles movie.
God knows how the fucking woman got in the first place. But, yeah. And so the sacrificial cult realise Ringo has it, and they're trying to chase him around the world to get it back via less than legal means. What do you think of the film?
I liked it. It was weird. It was certainly an experience. It was good. I didn't not enjoy it. The jokes were really good. I think the dialogue was good.
Yeah, I really enjoyed it.
Like, the boys are as amazing as ever, but it does feel like they are very much pushed to the side.
It does.
Somehow the Beatles feel like B-plot.
Yeah.
Which is weird.
I mean, it's literally called The Beatles Help, and yet the Beatles...
Take up, 50% of it? And, like, the scientists and the cult and everything else take up, like, the rest of the movie. It's weird.
Yeah,
It's a weird layout.
Given that I was looking up some things for the movie, and it was like they had to learn 10 pages a day or something. It's like...
No, I see why they didn't want to do Yellow Submarine.
Yeah, if you didn't know, the Yellow Sub animated film,
Which I love.
It's a good film. I've reviewed this on my channel before, and it's not the boys themselves because they just felt burnt out with Help, which I totally understand.
Yeah, oh god, you can see they definitely put their heart and soul into trying to work around overproduction stuff that's been wrong in Help, or maybe such Hard Day's Night. They definitely do a good job of what they do, but I can 100% get why they didn't want to do Yellow Sub.
Definitely. Also, sorry that my setup is a bit different. It's just I used to record on my Kindle, which is why I had a black screen, but it's had issues recently, so I've had to... This is I've not been uploading for a while, and now I'm uploading on my thing, and the only way I can do this is by the Xbox Game Bar, but that records screen as well, so at least I've got something visual now, but then you'll see everything at the top. So apologies for any inconvenience with that.
This is the first time I've been allowed back on the channel since... Was it our first video we did?
Yes, Terminus.
Yeah, Terminus. This is the first time I've been allowed back on the channel since suggesting doing Terminus, so I don't know what that says about this channel.
Just waiting for you to suggest doing Time Rush.
I would rather not, thank you.
What do you think of the villains in this? I really like...
I love Leo McKern. They're great.
Yeah.
I love Leo McKern.
Didn't expect Rumple to be this.
No, I didn't expect it either, but Leo McKern's such an amazing character actor.
Yeah.
Like, if he's playing a villain, he'll play an over-the-top villain beautifully. I think it was good, especially Leo McKern's character himself. It was that perfect balance of dark comedy and slapstick comedy.
Yeah. It's really done well, and then you like the scientists as well,
which are also amazing.
Yeah.
Maybe not quite as good as the culty guys, but
yeah. And
I think the culty guys are probably the best for the villains in this film.
Yeah, and then there's that one woman, Amy, which is... It's weird because she seems to be working with the cult, but then she has a soft spot for the boys.
Especially Paul.
I'd say more Ringo, because she's like...
She keeps trying to shag Paul, Anna. It's Paul she's after, and to be honest, I don't blame her.
Yeah, and...
What's your view?
Well, Ringo will be in the situation, and then she'll just appear at like the fucking floorboards and be like, hello!
Hello! I've come to rescue you, Ringo, but once I've rescued you, I'm going straight for Paul. I'd go for the door.
If you wonder what the rustling is, my lovely wife is taking a drink.
Sorry, I've got a hay fever at the moment, and it's fucking with my throat. Excuse
That's
my language,
right.
but
hopefully it doesn't interfere too much with the recording.
I'll be as quiet as I can, so.
And... Yeah... There's anything else I was going to say about the film. I like how it's shot.
The
cinematography
and the sets were amazing, especially...
Yeah, the shrunken bit.
Not just the shrunken bit, which was also incredible, but the first initial shot where you see the house, and they're all next door to each other, and you think, oh, it's going to be separate little houses, but it's like one run-on house, and then the separate colours really, really works. I actually really like how it feels. Like, it actually feels homey, and that's just from seeing it. Like, they've all got their own little spots. You can tell what their tastes are separately. I think that's a really nice shot where you first see from at the end, which is George. George is sort of end of the house, and then it goes right up. It's nice. I really like that shot.
Yes.
Especially the shots in the Alps as well. I will give them a special shout out because they were absolutely gorgeous.
Which I love that this film was mainly made an excuse for the Beatles to go on holiday.
An
Yeah.
excuse for them to smoke pot, probably. Thank you, George, and your fiendish thingy. That's all I'm going to say on that.
Yeah, there's literally a scene where like they use a bomb as like a, what would you call it, a curling puck?
Yeah, it's a curling puck.
A curling puck. They replace it with like a bomb, and I think he was meant to scream, "It's a bomb!" But he says, "It's a thing, a fiendish thing."
It's a fiendish thingy, and then accidentally ropes the woman behind him.
Yeah, because George was just so high that day, and
George
the woman,
Harrison.
and well, he's like, "Help!" He's like,
just flailing his arms about, not grabbing anything, accidentally touches the woman behind him.
and the woman's just like,
Excuse me, please don't do that.
Yeah, it's brilliant. But yeah,
I don't really know what else to say.
yeah. So we just
I liked it, but for me, my favourite Beatles film is Hard Day's Night, and I would rank it probably third in my favourite Beatles films, which is Hard Day's Night, Yellow Submarine, and then I'd probably put Help in there. I haven't seen Let It Be, I haven't seen Magical Mystery Tour.
well, we can't watch Let It Be.
Can't watch Let It Be because it doesn't exist, so shut me up. I haven't seen Magical Mystery Tour yet, but I do plan on getting it soon, so maybe I'll come back on once we've seen it.
Yeah, probably put it in the bottom as well. I'd probably say, ooh, don't know. I don't know if I want to put Yellow Sub or Hard Day's Night first.
Hard Day's Night's my favourite.
I'd say Yellow Sub just because it's a plot,
It is good fun.
whereas Hard Day's Night is
The
just kind of
music as well.
the boys on tour.
I think for Yellow Submarine, especially with it being animated, you get a lot more really gorgeous, like run-on shots of Pepperland itself. Just the colour really pops in Pepperland.
Like I think it's when they first go into. I think it's when they first enter like the Sea of Monsters, and it's just got that lovely shot where it goes long.
Yes, that is Sea Monsters. So you get that as well in the headlands, I believe, as well.
Yeah.
Just before Lucy in the Sky with Diamonds.
Yeah, whenever I watch the film, I always give this one a try not to sing along challenge.
I failed. I did well on Yellow Sub up until Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band, and then I felt that
You were struggling hard with When I'm 64.
I was really struggling hard, but it was a crime not to sing to Sergeant Pepper's Lonely Hearts Club Band. So.
And speaking of, well, this is a Beatles film. What do you think of the music?
It's one of my favourite albums. I think Help it's good.
Personally, I would say it's a good album.
Not your favourite.
Yeah, because Yellow Sub uses a lot of songs from like Revolver and
Yellow Sub's like a mix of different.
Yeah, because it has like not Abbey Road, Eleanor Rigby, and the title song Yellow Submarine from Revolver. But then it's also got things like Hey Bulldog, It's All Too Much,
All You Need Is Love
from the Yellow Sub soundtrack itself. But I think When I'm 64 is from Revolver as well.
Yeah, that's what it says.
Yeah.
All You Need Is Love is also from Revolver, I believe.
No, I think it's Magical Mystery Tour.
Oh no, it is Magical Mystery Tour, pardon me.
And for Help.
I'm getting there with Beatles knowledge. I'm not quite there yet. I'm not quite on your level, but
I've been into the Beatles for about what 5-6 years now.
I grew up with them. Not literally. I don't know them personally. But, my mum grew up right in the time where Beatles mania was like raging. Like my mum was a kid in the 60s.
Yeah, but I got into Beatles about 5-6 years ago because I was just at college. Was like, these are pretty good. Actually, for started because
Ringo's coming off the wall again.
yeah, I've got things. I've got a little like what would you call them? A poster collection on my wall.
Yeah.
And I've got some Beatles things. And it's just Ringo's falling off. Yeah, you're 45,000 Polaros.
Oh, 45,000 now. Hey.
You have more than 10 Polaros.
Yeah, maybe have 15 Polaros.
15 Philbies.
4 Omars, 1 Philby.
Anyway. Yeah, I was going to say, Help. I like the music, but it's not as good. I like Help. I like Ticket to Ride, and I like
The Other Night.
The Night Before.
Night Before. I was close.
The rest of the songs are kind of just
Yeah.
they're there.
Yeah.
And I'm not saying they're bad. I mean, they're still Beatles. They're still mint. But yeah. But yeah, I was saying about how I got into the Beatles. It was actually, you know, Some Yes Man.
Yes, it's got Ricky Gervais in it, right?
Yes, the Jim Carrey film.
Yes, I know the one.
Yeah, the one where he joins a, well, he doesn't join a cult, but he sort of joins a
Who
thing.
dishonest?
And he enters a thing where it's like you're so depressed in life, you just have to stop being negative. You have to say yes to everything.
Oh my god, I should do that.
And it's a really good comedy film because it's like, would you like to go on? Would you like to go on a trip to Barbados tomorrow? Yes, please.
I'd love to do that in the
Just so spontaneous, and it just spirals. And there's a bit where he's in like an opera house, and Jim Carrey starts singing one of the Beatles songs. I can't remember the Beatles song.
I'll look it up.
Yeah, you look it up in the background. And I was like, oh, this is pretty mint, yeah.
This is poppers. This is.
Yeah, so I looked up the song, and well, just spiral came from there, and I was like, oh, these are the Beatles. I've heard of the Beatles, and my dad was a big fan as well. Can't Buy Me Love. That was the Beatles. That was the song he sings.
I didn't know Please Mr. Postman was a Beatles song.
Did you know?
No, I've only just learnt that.
Might be a cover.
Maybe.
Yeah, but yeah, there's the bit where Jim Carrey takes into an opera house and starts singing "Can't Buy Me Love." I was like, oh, this is pretty mint. So I was looking that up because it was a good scene, and got into the Beatles that way, and then it just spiraled from there, and I had a mini Beatlemania of my own, and then about 2 months ago, a month ago,
3 months.
3 months ago, I got it. I got this one into the Beatles and
I don't remember how, because I have been listening to their music since I was very young.
Beatles bloops. Like,
It was Paul broke the fucking glass.
no, I don't remember how it was.
No, it was. It was Paul Broke a Glass was the first Beatles related thing you showed me, and it absolutely floored me for about an hour.
That and I've got my fine set on you by Geek Harrison.
If I start saying that throughout this recording, we get a copyright strike. Someone's in trouble.
But the first thing I got you into the Beatles properly was the Yellow Submarine out of context.
It was, yeah. Because I remember seeing Paul and I was like, hello. And now I have an absolute love for Blue Meanies. I think they're brilliant. I love the design.
You're doing cosplay of them.
I am currently. It's on hold at the moment because I need to get second ears. But I love the design of Blue Meanies. I love how over the top they are. I love the Chief Meanie so much. Like when people say, "Oh, what's your favorite Beatles related thing?" I usually bring up the Chief Meanie, just because he's such a good villain.
He is. I love how you can very clearly tell that Mark Hamill got inspired from Joker.
Oh yeah, the laugh especially.
I love how he meets the glove and he's like, "Hello, Cloud, darling Cloud." Then he sees Max says, "Hello,
Max."
Hello.
The rock kick. If we run out of topics to think about, I've got a topic that can save us.
Yeah. So how did you get? Well, we know how you got into the Beatles, but how would you? Like, I've got my story.
Mm-hmm.
How would you say you like that? But how else would you say you got into the Beatles?
Well, I guess it starts with my mum. Like most things do. Like I said before, my mum was a kid. She was like 6 or 7 in the early 60s. My mum was born in 1969, so she was about 4 when the Beatles first took off.
59, 51.
Yeah, 1959. So
You said 69.
No, I said 15.
Did you?
Yes. So she grew up like when the Beatles were massive, and she's obviously had like all their albums and such and so forth.
She went to concerts.
They go to the concert. She was like 7, but she loved it.
Did she like lose her hearing?
Yes. Which explains a lot. But I remember strongly when we used to go on road trips for our holidays down south. The albums we always used to play were Beatles albums because they're really, really good for long journeys because you get that variety. For something like Revolver, you can get Eleanor Rigby, but you can also get, like upbeat Yellow Submarine. You get like the good balance.
Yeah.
And then
I love how Yellow Sub was written because Ringo just wanted a kid's song.
which is really sweet.
Yeah.
Is that enough for Christmas Garden?
It reminds me of the vibe that of the Villa one. But if you've not seen Blake Seven, there's a character Villa.
Michael Keaton's daughter was like, and I quote, "Daddy, you're so stupid in this. Why can't you be a hero for once?" That was literally his daughter's words, not mine. So they wrote City at the Edge of the World, and his daughter absolutely loved it.
Yeah.
And she then looked at Villa as a hero, even though he went back to being cowardly. She still saw Villa as a hero, which is really, really sweet.
He's a coward, but he has that edge to him. He's a coward, but it shows you if he was put to the task, he could stand up and be his own person.
You could. So I've got written.
It's alright.
But yeah, it was after you showed me the Beatles bloopers, I think, one night when I was over, I was like, oh yeah, I forgot how good these guys were. And then you showed me Yellow Submarine out of context, and I was like, right, I'm gonna have to watch this film because I need context. This is.
And we showed our mutual friend Max, and he was just like.
Max was silent through the whole film. He did not blink once.
We're sitting there like, you gotta be prepared for this film. It's mess.
Like, bear in mind, Max does smoke weed very occasionally. So he's used to seeing shit like this, but no, he was not prepared. He was like dead silent.
Yeah, we were like, you need to be prepared for this film. You're gonna need to, like, it's drugs. The film is drugs. Yellow Submarine is just, it's a trip. And then he was like, I'll be able to handle it. He watched the film and just sat there wide-eyed the entire time. We didn't finish it, but
I think the only comment he was able to make was the, what's the word? He was pointing out, the comparisons. The comparisons to Mark Hamill's Joker to the Blue Meaning. I think that was the only thing we managed to get out of him that entire.
He's not met Jeremy yet. I can't wait till he meets Jeremy.
Oh my god, he's really freaking nuts. You keep giving me looks whenever they introduce Paul. I don't know why you keep giving me that look.
I don't know either.
Why did you do it?
Yeah, you were saying about like you're growing up with the Beatles and.
Yeah. So it was after you showed me Yellow Submarine context. I went, what the fuck was this film? I need to go, learn some stuff about it. I just fell into a hole because I did buy it, and I thought, phenomenal. So, and then I like dug out all my old albums, and I was like, oh my god, I forgot how good these were, and then just fell back into the loop of it, and here I am.
Yeah.
It's not very an interesting story. But.
They're like, it's weird because you think, oh, they're just a band. What would you? But they're such big personalities.
They are. Who's your favourite Beatle?
Ringo.
My favourite Beatles Ringo too.
If I had to rank them, it'd probably be Ringo, George, John, Paul.
George over John?
Yeah.
I wasn't expecting that.
John used to be my second favourite, but...
Then you found out about Cynthia. And then you dropped.
No, I knew about Cynthia. I mean, it was a bit...
It's John.
Yeah, but...
I say that sentence a lot.
Just because I learned, I was just like, George is kind of there.
George shags everyone. And then kind of went off with Ringo's wife. Which I really hope they were separated at the time, but I have a feeling they weren't.
Paul's your favourite one.
No, Paul's my mum's favourite.
He's your second favourite?
Yeah.
Well, Paul, you say about Paul, but remember Article 13?
Yeah,
and the fact that the man has a fucking ego the size of a fucking Empire State Building.
Ego. Yeah, it's every time we're over and we gently bring up Paul McCartney, Max will happily go, oh, I fucking hate Paul McCartney, and I'll just really slowly creak my neck, completely forgetting about Article 13. Just really slowly creak my neck to look at him as if to say, you're saying what? And then I remember Article 13, I'm like, yeah, you know what, that's fair.
If you're wondering why we're talking about Paul with such a big ego, it's because there was literally a quote of him in the 60s. It's like, so boys, what do you think of that John Lennon bloke? And Ringo was like, oh, he's a wonderful person, I'm glad I met him. George was, oh, wonderful person, glad I met him. Paul was, the best thing that happened to him was meeting me. Like, wow, mate.
Nice.
Wow. But yeah, pretty good. Yeah.
It was good, but for me it was good, but I definitely wasn't expecting it to turn out like that. That's all I'm going to say. And I don't know if that's a good thing or a bad thing. So.
Yeah. Well, we need to borrow the film now.
It's really good quality though. Like it's like 4K crisp.
Yeah, I don't know how it's...
Like it looks gorgeous.
It's
really,
like one of the
really
music
gorgeous.
videos as well. It's like...
Yeah, it's like Strawberry Fields Forever. That one's really crisp. It's beautifully done.
But yeah, I was saying a bit boring. It's because this one bought it because it's like 25 quid.
It's 24. But I did get a free book from it, so you can't always complain.
And I was just like, nah, I won't buy it. But...
Well, it's either you pay 24 for Help or you pay 17 for Magical Mystery Tour. You're not going to win either way.
Yeah, I don't know. I've not seen... The only ones I've seen so far are... Oh shit.
Thank you.
The only ones I've seen so far are this one... Hard Day's Night and Yellow Submarine. I've got How I Won the War, but I've not really seen that. But it's not really...
I was so petty that you bought it, I went out and bought it the same day.
Yeah, I got paid the other day and I bought the film and was like, I got the film. And this one was so salty that I got it before them. that they went out and bought it themselves.
I think I spent £8 on it, so I got money off, so you can't really complain.
Yeah, I got it for a fiver.
But again, that's another film that's like really been well done, like remastering wise.
Oh god, yeah, but BFI.
Yeah.
Any final thoughts? Fantastic.
I think I just did the epitome of no thoughts, head empty, because I could actually hear the dial-up internet in the back
It's
of
like
my head.
the Helen Shapiro music video, where you just see, it just pans back, and you just see John.
John Lennon's just completely zoned out. Yeah, I did that. I was staring at the floor for a solid second thinking, can I say anything else? But I can't really think of anything else to add, so I'm being useful.
Yeah, so we'll just wrap this one up.
May as well.
Yeah. Have you seen the film? What do you think of it?
What's your favourite Beatles album? Please tell
What's
us.
your favourite Beatles album? What's
Who's
your favourite Beatle?
Who's your favourite Beatle? Ringo for me.
Answer in the comments below. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe. Bye bye.
I've got grit in my eye.
Fantastic.